Remember when someone was posting the podcast all the time to iTunes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. And we had no way to make them stop, so we kind of just didn't reference it.
Yeah. Because we only charge for the podcast because so that it covers the cost of our bandwidth. But then when someone posts it for free on iTunes, I know that doesn't cost us for bandwidth, but that's still really stealing.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
You know. And we never made a big deal out of it. But
what's going on now?
So we threw that person, we took away their podcast subscription, and now somebody else is posting it to a different website.
Oh, no.
Because a listener pointed it to me yesterday. And I'm like, why would you do that? I guess I sort of know why you do it. I guess it's kind of a compliment. You're saying, hey, everyone needs to hear this.
But still, you know.
Yeah.
We
still ripping it off.
Yeah, we don't do it so that we can make a bunch of money. That would be like buying a calendar and then photocopying it and then selling it or just handing it out for free.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why we do it. Not just
I'm looking at it right now.
For our own health.
Sensei sent it to you?
I don't know who sent it.
Okay. Well, I see you forwarded it to somebody, so that's clearly the one you had the actual email from them. Balls. That sucks.
Doesn't really matter, but I just don't. It just surprises me that people continue to do that.
You know, I mean, the podcast brings in revenue that we usually use for, like you said, and for other reasons too. There have been times that we've never talked about that we take that money and we write checks to people who need it, like people who we know down on their luck or someone we find out. We've given money away that way.
We refer to it as our charity slush fund.
It's because a lot of times in radio, it's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. You need money for something, you go and you bang on the boss's door, and it's always has 10 meetings of red tape just to get $500 to do something or help somebody. Well, we just bypass all that crap and take that money and just write the check, and that's it. So that's what we use that money for. That kind of sucks. I'm kind of pissed off about that.
Yeah. Somebody called and says, hey, they're doing a fundraiser for this person. And it strikes us, because if you do it to everyone, the money would be gone in about 2 seconds.
Right.
It just depends on what time of the day you get us at.
Here's an example. When Joe did his calendar 2 years ago, we sold enough calendars, it raised about $4,100. And then the other $900 or so was from the podcast slush fund.
Well, yeah, we wanted to give away a round number, a nice, $5,000 is what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So.
And it's likely that we would have a similar plan.
Yeah.
Like if we had $8,200, we might top it off to $9,000 or even $10,000.
Right.
If we can.
If you're getting the podcast from any place but from us, you're ripping it off, and it sucks.
And you're stealing from charity.
Really?
Yeah.
Because literally,
Ultimately.
we've not taken one dime out of that. It just sits in the account, and we keep it for a rainy day for if we want to donate to something. We've donated $1,000 to the Ronald McDonald House out of there.
Yeah.
There's been a number of things.
And in fact, we use that to forward and to get our calendars printed.
Yeah, otherwise we'd have all had to go into personal debt.
Right.
Yeah, we had to front the money.
Calendars.
In order to get the calendar, that's exactly what we did.
And so then we get the calendar, and then we recoup those losses so that we can still have it for charity, and then all the profits after that go directly to charity anyway. I mean, it's just this big cycle that we have that we try to generate funds and then filter it back into a charity somewhere. So, we don't make any personal income off of it, and we've never written ourselves a check.
And, because, like, if we had to get the company to give us the money to print the calendar and all that.
It would just never happen.
Well, it just wouldn't happen.
You don't want to, slow them down with what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money for the radio station, and to,
they would do this.
Bypass all that. And
if you said, hey, we need this money for the charity. Okay, let me look into that, and I'll get back to you. And that would be the last word you ever heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what company it is.
So we just skip all that and use the cash that we get from podcasting to, like Hot Wings said, pay for that calendar. So, I mean, that had to get paid for. We had to pay the printer.
Yeah, you got to pay up front. You don't get to pay it later when you make your money back.
It's a pretty big chunk.
Oh, it's a huge chunk.
How much
Print 2,000 calendars.
It was $6,000.
Something like
really?
that.
We had to write a check for that much?
Yeah. Something like that.
Whoa. Well, there you go.
See?
Quit stealing the GD podcast.
Yeah, you're stealing from kids with AT. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't feel good.